2013 senior class. Please remain standing and join me in the pledge to our nation's flag and singing of the HTHS alma mater. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Our guest on the stage for this evening, Mr. Bill Roberts, President of the Trussville City Schools Board of Education. Dr. Patty Neal, Superintendent of the Trussville City School System. Mr. Tim Salem, Hewitt Trussville High School Principal. Mrs. Lisa Berry, Assistant Principal. Mrs. Jennifer Abney, Assistant Principal. Mr. Barry Offen, Assistant Principal. Mrs. Joy Young, Assistant Principal. And Mrs. Ann House, Senior Counselor. Thank you.
Fellow students, teachers, administrators, family, and friends. Today, we've congregated together to acknowledge the end of 13 years of learning, of tests and PowerPoints, essays, and research papers. 13 years of asking, May I go to the restroom and in waiting in aggressively long lunch lines. Over this period, we've had hundreds of nap times, thousands of recesses that included overly competitive games of Red Rover and hide and seek, over 50 different teachers, a handful of elementary marketplaces where we bought useless Capri Sun purses and marshmallow guns, and an ungodly amount of lunchroom chicken sandwiches. Today, we finished the preface in the novel that is our lives. We have a whole book left to complete, a whole life to figure out. But now we reside in the purgatory that lies between high school and our future. Here, there is a great amount of confusion about how to move on, to go to college, to join the workforce, to stop and build a family. Here, we are polarized by the wilting of our present into the past. We see all the colors of our lives diluted by time. And hope, Emily Dickinson's thing with feathers that perches in the soul, mixes with anxiety in our chests, and together they beat against our hearts, stirring a giant mess of nostalgia and ambition, and we are left paralyzed in the wake of such emotion. But like most things, this will pass as time takes us away on its continuous current into the future, the next present. And all of this will just become another memory, just our youthful trepidation before we float on towards the lives that so naturally belongs to each of us. As we move on, I turn to the wisdom of the shrewdest personified bear in the woods, Winnie the Pooh, who once said, "How lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard." While many of us will see each other again, it will never be what we have now, which can be good or bad. I will miss the relationships I have with several teachers, the daily access with these educators who care so much about the development of our individual perspectives beyond what the required curriculum dictates. To my friends, you know this isn't goodbye. Some of us will be separated, some by 1,000 or so miles, because they had the audacity to get accepted to MIT. But we will always share one of the greatest bonds, having grown out of our awkward preteen stages together, and nothing builds camaraderie like that. On behalf of my fellow graduates, I extend thanks to the families who raised us. Whether blood bonded or not, the people that brought us into the world, sheltered and nurtured us, deserve a congratulations. They got us this far. And like a good daughter, I must personally thank my parents, who have always managed to find capabilities within me that I was completely unaware of possessing. I love the two of you tremendously for not only raising me, but for being my best friends and confidants. And to my older brother, Trace, who continually shapes the path for me to follow, get ready to take care of me next year. To my fellow students, as you struggle to find meaning and purpose in this ever-evolving world, remember these words from C.S. Lewis: all find what they truly seek. Thank you.
Good evening, and let me welcome you on behalf of our school board, Vice President Danny Garrett, Gail Glenn, Sid McNeil, and Stan Garrett. We welcome you tonight as we honor and celebrate the class of 2013. First time I've heard that mentioned tonight, 2013. We want to thank this group of seniors and their parents for making this year probably one of the very best years we've had in 8 years of our school system. I want to thank Dr. Neal, Mr. Salem, our administrators, teachers, coaches, support staff, and everyone for what they've done this year, but more than that, for their commitment that we have a plan to move forward and make Trussville the very best we can be. It'd be appropriate tonight that I thank our mayor and our city council. We could not be where we are or where we're going without the tremendous support we get from them, and we thank them tonight. Also, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank the past board members, administrators, teachers, and all that helped us to get to where we are tonight. So, class, congratulations. And as you look back in just a few years from now, and time does pass fast. You're going to look back. These teachers, all these people, you're going to appreciate and respect even more a few years from now than you do tonight. Also, you're going to be amazed at how much smarter your parents will be in a few years from now than they are now. I mean, they get, as you get older, they get smarter, I promise you that. So, as we see this great crowd of young people tonight, as we graduate the number that we have and bring in equal or more number of kindergarten kids to start all over again, my prayer to you tonight is this, that God would bless you, He would protect you, and I challenge each of you to live a life that would be pleasing to Him. Thank you very much.
Fellow classmates, teachers, faculty, family, and friends, I welcome you today on this momentous occasion and thank you all for being here. First, before I begin, I would like to say thank you and recognize all of the people who have helped us make it this far through their time and dedication, to our teachers, our parents, and to those who made today possible by planning and organizing. We appreciate all that you do and all you have done, and from us, we say thank you. As we close this chapter of our lives, we come face to face with a world much different from anything we have studied in these past 4 years. It isn't the world that one can understand by reading a book or by memorizing dates or facts, writing essays, or memorizing countless equations. Instead, it is a world that requires interaction. It is a world that is tangible and as moldable as clay. And after today, we become the molders. Countless times we hear that we are the future, but seldom do we realize its truth. After today, we had the chance to make our mark and to shape the world to what we think it should be. We are given the chance to morph and bend and change society. And quite literally, the world is ours for the taking. But how do we do this? What tools are we given to make this possible? What on earth could we possibly possess that could help us change the future? I can tell you that we don't need a black hole, we don't need a DeLorean, and as cool as it may be, we don't need a blue police box. All we need are 3 tools that we have acquired over these last 12 years of our lives. First, we need the knowledge we have gained here that will help us in determining the purpose of our plans. Second, we need the opinions, beliefs, and attitudes we have formed to help us create our design for the future and what we believe it should look like. Lastly, and most importantly, we need ourselves, us. We need our willingness to stretch out our hands and touch the world and the people in it, to sacrifice and give our time and strength, our willingness to refuse to just stand by and watch things happen, to not be afraid to be different, unique, in order to inspire others. And that is my last request. Class of 2013, my single request of us is to inspire others by being different, unique, and extraordinary. A few weeks ago, we were given an assignment in psychology to write and share our personal beliefs with the class. And in closing, I'd like to share my beliefs of the graduating class of 2013. I believe that our class is full of exceptional people. I believe every single one of us is ready to graduate and for the speech to be over. I believe that every one of us will take a hit when we come face to face with reality. I believe that this will be a strong hit and that we will fall. I also believe that we will overcome. I believe that we will stand back up again and bravely face the world. I believe that we will fall time after time, again and again, and still we will continue to pull ourselves up, face the world, and say, bring it on. I believe that no one is perfect, but that through our failures we will continue to make strides towards what is labeled impossible, and take a black Sharpie and scratch out the I and the M, showing that it is indeed possible. I believe in the cliche that we are the future. I believe that we can change the world and with it the lives of the people. I believe that we can be extraordinary in every possible way. So come on, class of 2013. Let's give the world something to believe in. Let's inspire the rest of the world to believe in us. Thank you.
Good evening. I'd like to honor two important groups at Hewitt Trussville High School and start with the 2013 senior class officers. Please stand as I call your name. President Emily Forehand. Vice President Nick McMillan. Secretary Kimberly Mullins. Treasurer Kristen Ashley. And Events Coordinator Lauren Horsley. The second group I'd like to acknowledge would be our honor graduates, and I'm going to ask as I call your name to stand and face the audience and remain standing, and please hold your applause until all names are said. I'll end with our salutatorian and valedictorian. Peyton Alexander Davis, Autumn Ashton Rager, Michelle Catherine Marlowe, Mary Catherine Bryant, Brittany Deanne Collins, Amy Elizabeth Connor, Eric Michael Hollingsworth, Nicole Jane Gallops, William Andrew Ferris, Whitney Lynn Webster, Darby Alyssa Franklin, Lowell Wadsworth Bass, Daniel Christopher Stubbs, Jaden Taylor Cowan, Parker Blaine Kinzer, Kelly Aaron Ward, Rachel A. Townley, Autumn Brooke Helton, Abigail Louise Royston, Sally Michelle Lotta, Shelby Alexandra Lucas, Matthew Knowles Gatewood, Danny Quo Doe, William Daniel Brown, Hannah Elizabeth Gibbons, Christina Grace French, Alexis Hope Thrasher, Brian David Russell, Kimberly Gail Mullins, Malia Nicole Jackson, Haley Brooke Rosetta, Elizabeth Joy Giatina, Costa D. Christopoulos, Nathaniel Bryant Stotzer, Robert Tyler Waldrop, Sierra Nicole Morgan, Stephen Brett McCarty, Abby Elaine Johnson, Luther Benton Owens, Haley Alyssa Smith, Rachel Ann Fuller, Celia Michaela Rudd, Jessica Logan Vaughn, Carly Ray Mashburn, Ginger Christine Woods, Madeline Rayleigh Julbert, salutatorian Hannah K. Allen, valedictorian Victoria Grace Bruton. Thank you, students. To the class of 2013, though I've only known you for a year, I'm honored to have shared your senior year. I'd like to leave you with a quote from an author unknown. Calm provides clarity. Pause to reconsider the gifts you have been given, the difference you have made, and the direction in which you are headed. Thank you.
Good evening. It's my pleasure to be here tonight. It's my first year as superintendent in Trussville City Schools and to have shared this year with this senior class. And I must say that to see all of these seniors in the caps and gowns tonight is a beautiful sight, and I would love for us to acknowledge the seniors right now with a round of applause. Congratulations, seniors. I have 3 minutes of remarks I would like to share, and most of them are for the seniors and their parents. Seniors, this ceremony is in your honor. We are here to honor you tonight. and it's our traditional way to say congratulations on your graduation and a traditional way to say goodbye to you, our senior class, for completing the highest grade level in our school system. It's a time to celebrate an important accomplishment and the end of a very important chapter in the lives of all of the seniors and their parents in this wonderful community. To our parents, thank you for sharing your most wonderful and precious gift with us, your children, with us each day from kindergarten to this day. And you helped us by making sure your child came to school. And you worked with us to guide your child to this special night. And so tonight we say that we know they are not children anymore. They are young adults who will be finding their way into the world of work, into going to college, or going to the military next year. So thank you, parents, for your help and support. And to the seniors, as you move forward into this world, whether it's college or work or the military, I hope you never forget to call Trussville your home. This is a great community to live and work, and even though you may go away from us for a little while, we hope you return to Trussville to live and work and to continue to enjoy the friendships that you made in high school and share in the spirit of always being a Husky. Please look around at all the people in this stadium that came to see you tonight. This includes your family members, city council members and elected officials, church members, and all the churches in Trussville are represented, the athletic and academic foundations, all of whom contributed to your successful completion of high school. So please thank these groups, seniors, by giving them a round of applause. As seniors, I want to mention another group that some of your classmates have already mentioned. And these are the people that really helped with your educational experience through the years, and that is our school board and 500 people who work for the school board. This group specifically includes your teachers, your principals, your coaches, your bus drivers, the people that cooked your food, and the people that cleaned the buildings where you were educated. They came to see you tonight. And I want to thank them for their compassion, their encouragement, and expertise to tirelessly provide outstanding educational, athletic, fine arts, and extracurricular opportunities each day. I would like for all board members, teachers, and staff members who contributed at any level, kindergarten through 12th grade, to the success of this senior class to please stand right now so the seniors can look at you, wave at you, and applaud you at this time. Thank you. In closing, I want to say that Trussville is a place of high quality. And seniors, as you go into the world, you will find that you are lucky to have come from Hewitt Trussville High School. And all of us who stood up just a few moments ago will look forward to hearing about many more accomplishments in your life and in your career. We will always love you, and we wish you the best of luck next year and in the future. So thank you for allowing me to celebrate with you tonight, and congratulations to the class of 2013.
To continue in a course of action, even in the face of difficulty or with little or no indication of success. The continuance in a state of grace to the end, leading to external salvation. These are a few of the definitions of perseverance. It is clear this class understands what it is like to persevere through difficult situations. From the day we stepped foot in our kindergarten class, 4,671 days ago, to right now, sitting before our family and friends, we have endured many challenges. Perseverance.
It's deciding what classes to take freshman year, deciding whether or not to take Dr. Stahl's pre-AP class with the dreaded, time-consuming homework and difficult tests. We had to figure out whether to breeze through high school or challenge ourselves to see how much we could lay out on the table. Then, before we knew it, time had passed, and we went from clueless freshmen to sophisticated sophomores. We went from stumbling around and getting lost to knowing where we were going and what to do. As sophomore year began, we were faced with reality. You actually have to study for classes to make good grades. Many of us went from 30 minutes of studying to multiple hours a week. We spent long nights Skyping or on the phone, cramming for that chemistry or math test, waiting until the last minute to read our monthly book, and hoping that the quotes test the next day would be generic. And yet again, before we knew it, we were getting ready for final exams, thinking about the summer that lay ahead. As we continue to get older, life began to show us that not everything is a walk in the park. Whether it was handling the stereotypical peer pressure we had been warned about, or the pressures we learned to handle on our own, the class of 2013 was able to persevere, to say no to what we believed was wrong, to make the right decision. The tornadoes of 2011 and 2012, as many of you remember, were a time of devastation for not only Trussville, but our entire state. Many lives were lost and the damage was immense. Throughout the following days, many of us volunteered at local churches and donated to various foundations. As we entered the affected communities, many of us had never experienced the destruction in front of us. We were not sure what to expect, but we went in knowing that our own family and friends needed our help, not only that day, but for weeks and months to come. We knew it would be a difficult time, but that didn't matter. Helping others was our main priority. That is the definition of perseverance. I can tell you now, I feel truly blessed to be here today. It is a rare thing in today's world that a graduating class can say that they are lucky enough to not have lost a classmate throughout the years. Although we have had a few injuries along the way, grace has been on our side throughout it all. As life goes on, we learn to cope with its opponents. Even though we've been fortunate to not lose a classmate, many of us have experienced the loss of a loved one or friend. Many of us have gone to a funeral for someone too young. We've been forced to grow up too fast and have seen more sorrow than others see in a lifetime. Some of these losses have been public, while others remain behind a veil. Either way, as a class, we have set aside the sadness, emotions, and tears, the questions of what will happen afterwards or whether we will be able to continue, but the fact remains that we sit here today, before our teachers, mentors, families, and friends, demonstrating our resolve, the fact that we've not given up, that we continue to push forward against the grain, how we have persevered. Now, being here today, I know we all realize the importance of life. We began this journey as clueless freshmen and have now become educated, responsible young adults. We could not have accomplished this great feat without our parents, teachers, faculty, and administration. On behalf of the class, I would like to thank everyone who has come to support us as we make this walk across the stage. But standing before you today, I've realized that this is about us. And I am honored and forever will be honored to have been a part of the Hewitt Trussville graduating class of 2013. Thank you.
At this time, we will begin our presentations of diplomas. Will the first group please come forward?
Caitlin Elizabeth Adams. Alexandra Nicole Adkins. Michael Taylor Akins. Marjorie Nicole Aldridge. Kenneth Michael Aldridge. Alyssa Kaylee Hadley Albritton.
Dakota Bradley Allen. Hannah Catherine Allen, summa cum laude. Taylor Nicole Allen, cum laude. Carly Agnes Alvis. Ike Amechi Anwa. Elisha Obadiah Ashley. Kristen Dowling Ashley, magna cum laude. Allison Nicole Bales. Charles Kenneth Bailey III. Lowell Wadsworth Bass IV, summa cum laude. Alec MacArthur Belcher. Adrian Alexandra Berry. Tierra Cheyenne Billups. Logan Scott Blaine, cum laude. Julia Christine Booker. Frank David Boswell II, cum laude. Zachary Trent Bowers. Catherine Elaine Boyd. Courtney Marie Bradford. Ian Philip Bradley. Marley Dawn Brasseur, cum laude. Martin Willis Brenner IV. Alec Bartley Brown, cum laude. William Daniel Brown, summa cum laude. Jonathan Wesley Brumlow. John William Brunson. Victoria Grace Bruton, summa cum laude. Mary Catherine Bryant, summa cum laude. Ashley Nicole Burrell. Braxton Gregory Busby, magna cum laude. Kayla Michelle Busby. Victoria Grace Byers. Antonio DeMarcus Canada. Michaela Jordan Capps, cum laude. Haley Danielle Carley. Michael Bailey Cash. Alexis Nicole Cottle, cum laude. Grace Nicole Champion. Orlandria Simone Chappell, cum laude. Costa Demetrios Christopoulos, summa cum laude. Morgan Alexandra Coburn. Christopher John Michael Coggins. Brittany Deanne Collins, summa cum laude. Hannah Case Como. Amy Elizabeth Connor, summa cum laude. Cynthia Claire Cook.
Justice Edison Cook. Carson Webb Cooper. Jaden Taylor Cowan, summa cum laude. Andrew Patrick Cox. Connor Matthew Cox, magna cum laude. Jonathan Matthew Croft. Amanda Joy Cruz. Kayla Lee Culverhouse. Joshua Warren Cusimano. Brandon Craig Daniel. Connor Thomas Darden, cum laude. Jordan Elise Davenport. Brady Cole Davidson. Chelsea Lynn Davis. Jake Montana Davis, cum laude. Luke Austin Davis, magna cum laude. Peyton Alexander Davis, summa cum laude. Samantha Alexandra Davis, magna cum laude. Tyler Luke Davis, cum laude. Victoria Grace Davis. Devontae Duran Dawson, cum laude. Danny Qua Do, summa cum laude. Henry Doe. Matthew Howard Duffett, cum laude. Casey Earl Dunn, magna cum laude. Joshua Scott Eaton. Marcus Clay Elkins. Aaron Michael Ellard. Woo-woo! Hannah Caitlin Ellis. Kevin Andrew Elmore. Brooke Shea Ennis, magna cum laude. Jerry Douglas Fields IV, magna cum laude. Madison Brooke Files, cum laude. James Edward Flanagan. Emily Brooke Forehand. Jessica Ashton Fortenberry. Darby Alyssa Franklin, summa cum laude. Sarah Reed Frazier. Christina Grace French, summa cum laude. Rachel Ann Fuller, summa cum laude. Zachary Cole Galloway. Nicole Jane Gallops, summa cum laude. Matthew Knowles Gatewood, summa cum laude. Usman Ghani. Elizabeth Joy Giatina, summa cum laude. Holly Caitlin Gilbert. Nathan Morgan Gillum, cum laude. Austin Grant Gilmer, cum laude. Hannah Elizabeth Givens, summa cum laude. David Lewis Gomez. Kaylin Dane Gomez. Natandra Shante Gonzalez. Taylor Cambry Gore. Isabella Lynn Goubeau. Connor Ashton Grove. Christine Ashat Gulbadugan. Kara Elizabeth Haygood, magna cum laude. DeAndre Adney Hollingquist. Seth Frederick Hamilton. Jordan Dakota Harwell, cum laude. Zachary Caleb Hayes. Hunter Glenn Headley. Autumn Brooke Helton, summa cum laude. Allison Catherine Heron, cum laude. Thomas Mitchell Hester. Anna Christine Hill. Kendall Elise Hinton, magna cum laude. Stephen Christopher Hyatt. Jaleel LaShawn Marquise Hodges. John Foster Holcomb. Eric Michael Hollingsworth, summa cum laude. Nicholas Benjamin Holmes. Lauren Nicole Horsley. Jacob Aaron Hauser. Joseph Jackson Howell, cum laude. Channing Brianne Huber. Emily Morgan Hughes. Ashley Brianna Humphreys. Samantha Michelle Hurst, magna cum laude. Travis Allen Hyde. Erin Marie Isbell. Eric Dwayne Jackson. Malia Nicole Jackson, summa cum laude. Abby Elaine Johnson, summa cum laude. Daquan Lloyd Johnson. Lanisha Michelle Johnson. Stephen Ray Johnson, cum laude. Summer Michelle Johnson, cum laude. Amber Michelle Jones, cum laude. Dondrea Chevette Jones. Grayson Leslie Jones. Michaela Brinley Jones, magna cum laude. Joshua Andrew Joyner. Madeline Rayleigh Gilbert, summa cum laude. Justin Tyler Carr. Kylie Marie Kearns. Anthony Lucas Caveney. Joshua Philip Caveney. Michaela Begay Killian. Courtney Ann King, magna cum laude. Parker Blaine Kinzer, summa cum laude. Madeline Marie Kaiser, cum laude. Nicole Monet Knighton. Sally Michelle Lotta, summa cum laude. Diop Nick Lee, cum laude. April Noel Leonard. Shelby Alexandra Lucas, summa cum laude. Alejandra Lucatero Valencia. Brenda Liu. Connie Jo Malone. Peyton Tucker Markstrom. Justin Gregory Marlin, cum laude. Michaela Catherine Marlowe, summa cum laude. Austin Nicole Martin, cum laude. Connor Rourke Martin. Tyler Matthew Martin, cum laude. Carly Ray Mashburn, summa cum laude. Blake Cannon Matthews, cum laude. Stephen Brett McCarty, summa cum laude. Nicholas Cordell McMillan, magna cum laude. Donovan Carl Miller. Samuel John Miller, cum laude. Kelly Ann Miner, magna cum laude. Sydney Alexander Minton. Courtney Lee Malpas. Nicholas Kaysen Moon. Lucas William Moore. Megan Evelyn Moore. Nicholas Kyle Moore. Ciara Nicole Morgan, summa cum laude. Kane Jordan Morrow. Joseph Wayne Morton. Caitlin Elise Morton, magna cum laude. Faiza Noor Mughal, cum laude. Kimberly Gail Mullins, summa cum laude. Taylor Marie Newman, magna cum laude. Spencer James Nezak. Christopher Jordan Nix. Joshua David Nix. Timothy Wyatt Odom, cum laude. Catherine Lynn Oglesby, magna cum laude. Ellen K. Ormond, magna cum laude. Yvonne Lorena Otero. Luther Benton Owens III, summa cum laude. Griffin Reed Pear. Madeline Nicole Parkin. Kyle Alexander Patrick. Corey Austin Paul. Cesar Perez Cortez. William Andrew Ferris, summa cum laude. Timothy Caleb Pierce. Tania Christina Pinkard. Savannah Elizabeth Pitts, cum laude. Kelsey Deanne Plugi. Ashley Yvette Poston. Dylan Alexander Pruitt. Grant Edwin Puryear. Autumn Ashton Rager, summa cum laude. Parisa Rahimi, cum laude. Samuel Ryan Ralphs. Stephen Riley Walker Randolph. Tucker Wilson Ratcliffe, magna cum laude. Lucas Alexander Reeves. Ryan Christopher Reed. Renisha Deanna Reynolds. Ryan Alexander Rhodes. Vincent Salvatore Riccio. Emily Jean Richards. William Cody Richards. Garland Elizabeth Roberts. Natalie Brooke Robinette, magna cum laude. Carson Jacqueline Lynette Robinson. Brent William Robson, cum laude. Ariel Nicole Rodriguez. Manuel Alexis Rodriguez. Destiny Faith Rogers. Bailey Catherine Roper. Haley Brooke Rosetta, summa cum laude. Juanita Rosilis. Christian Gabriel Ross, cum laude. Abigail Louise Royston, summa cum laude. J. William Jean Brooks. Celia Michaela Rudd, summa cum laude. Daniel Blake Rush. Brian David Russell, summa cum laude. Michael Robert Thomas Salak. Gretchen Brianna Schneider. Alicia Nicole Siegel. Jamie Nicole Selman, cum laude. Caroline Lane Shannon, cum laude. Kayleen Carol Simmons, cum laude. Philip Grant Simmons. Lindsay Rebecca Simpson. Callie Ann Sims. Rachel Elizabeth Sims. Berkeley Ann Smith, magna cum laude. Carter Neal Smith. Haley Alyssa Smith, summa cum laude. Houston Graham Smith. Jordan Taylor Smith. Madeline DeLond Smith. Shelby Elaine Smothers, magna cum laude. Michael Joseph Snow, cum laude. Victoria Ann Stanley. Kelsey Nicole Starling. Bruce William Stewart. Mallory Ann Stewart. Emily Marie Stidham. Victoria Alexis Stoddard. Nathaniel Bryant Stotzer, summa cum laude. Tatum Suzanne Street, cum laude. Daniel Christopher Stubbs, summa cum laude. Barbie Delane Talley. Megan Renee Taylor, cum laude. John Elliott Thomas. Kyle Cadet Thomas. Alexis Hope Thrasher, summa cum laude. Rachel Elena Townley, summa cum laude. Timothy Tien Tran. Nathaniel Ryan Turner. Jessica Logan Vaughn, summa cum laude. Sarah Catherine Vines, cum laude. Rachel Ann Weiss, magna cum laude. Robert Tyler Waldrop, summa cum laude. Deshaun Tyrone Ward. Kelly Aaron Ward, summa cum laude. Whitney Lynn Webster, summa cum laude. Courtney Renee Weems. Samuel Lawrence West. Jason Ray White. Joshua Blake Whiteside. Nicholas Keith Whitworth. Alexis Nicole Wiggins, cum laude. Hayden Paul Williams. Markeith Aaron Williams. Alexandria Marie Wilson. Kenley Grace Wise, cum laude. Austin James Wolverton. Matthew Thomas Wood, magna cum laude. Brandon Lloyd Woods. Ginger Christine Woods, summa cum laude. Timothy Jacob Woods. Griffin Mark Wright, magna cum laude. Connor McLeod Yarborough, magna cum laude.
Seniors, will you please stand for the recessional? seniors. Please move your tassels to the other side. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 2013 graduates of Hewitt Trussville High School.